Good day, everyone. This is my David Castro from STEM2001, and today I am going to answer my own PETA in statistics and probability. So I have my good friend Oliver here to help me from recording because my laptop is currently being fixed. So let's head in to the problems. So next slide, please. So here, question number two. So the question I'm going to answers have been given to us by our teacher Sir Renegado, and we are given various questions, and we have to choose which question we are going to answer. So I have chosen question number two and question number three. So here is question number two. The number of suits sold per day on Suit World is shown in the probability distribution on the side. So as you can see, the table is on the side. So the variable X has 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, or the days. And the probability function of 19 is 0.2, 20 is 0.2, 21 is 0.3, 22 is 0.2, and 23 is 0.1. Next up, so as we can see, here is the table or the full length of what I have solved, and that is the answer. So I'm going to tell you now how I did it. So first, we can see the variables there of the x, which is the 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. And then the next to it is the probability function, which is 0.2, 0.2, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1. So what we are going to do first is multiply it. So 90 times 0.2 is 3.8, 20 times 0.2 is 4, 21 times 0.3 is 6.3, 22 times 0.2 is 4.4, and 23 times 0.1 is 2.3. And once you've got that, we are just going to add it up in order to get the mean. So the mean is 20.8. So next up, we are just going to subtract the variable and the mean. So as you can see there on the screen, so I'm not going to say it further so that we have time. Next up is once we get the answers there, the negative 1.8, we are just going to square it up so that we get the next step. So negative 1.8 times negative 1.8 or negative 1.8 squared is 3.24, and vice versa to the others as well. Next step is once we've got that, we are just going to multiply it to the probability function earlier. So 3.24 times 0.2 is 0.648, and so on. Once you've got that, we are just going to add it up in order to get the variance. So once we've added up, the variance is 1.56. And then we are just going to square it or the square root it in order to get the standard deviation. So the square root of 1.56 is 1.249. So that is it for the question number two. Next slide, please. So question number three. Bank of America VP feels that each savings account customer has an average 3 credit cards. So as we can see there, on the side again, that is the probability distribution table. So the variable x 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the probability function of 0 is 0.18, 1 is 0.44, 2 is 0.27, 3 is 0.08, and 4 is 0.03. So we are going to do what we did earlier on question number two, I mean. So next slide. So as we can see there, the table, so we are just going to do what we did earlier as well in order to get the mean, the standard deviation, and the variance. So first up, we're just going to multiply the variable and the probability function. So as we can see, once we've multiplied it, so there is the answer 0, 0.44, 0.54, 0.24, and 0.12. Once we've got that, we're just going to add it up just like we did earlier, and we get the mean, which is 1.34. Now, we are just going to subtract it again once again to the variable, the mean, the variable, and the mean. So 0.134 is negative 1.34, 1 minus 1.34 is negative 0.34, 2 minus 1.34 is 0.66, 3 minus 1.34 is 1.66, 4 minus 1.34 is equals to 2.66. So once we've got that answer, we're just going to square it up. So there's the answer next to it. So we're just not going to say it further so that we have time once again, as I've said. So once you've got that, 1.7956 is the first one. So we're just going to multiply it to the probability function earlier, just like we did on question number 2. So 1.7956 times 0.18 is 0.323208. And once again, just like what we did, we're just going to do that on the others. So once you've got everything, we're just going to add it up in order to get the variance. So the variance is 0.9244. And then we're just going to square it in order to get the standard deviation, and we get 0.9615. So if you can see, we are just going to take we have been told to just get the 4 decimal places. So I've rounded up to 0.9615. So next slide. So the other question is the VP correct? So the answer to that question is no. Why? Because as we can see earlier, it is actually in the probability distribution table, we can see there that it is actually on average there is one person. So that is it. So next slide please. Thank you for watching, and again special thanks to Oliver for recording the video, and I hope you enjoy the video. Thank you.